Questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Yeah? I'll deal with you in a bit.
Hey, you're a big man.
No, sorry. I was just saying the best. I didn't know if the person that cancelled on. 1 second. I'm just trying to figure this out. All right, pick up everyone. Yeah. It's the Brentford preview. Listen, we've got to be completely honest here. It's a must-win game. Not a draw, not a defeat. It is a must-win game. And bear in mind, by the time kickoff comes around, we may actually be level in points with Luton if they go and beat Chelsea at home. JC, how's it going?
I agree with you. It's a must-win game, but history will always repeat itself. It's going to be 1-1, and you know it as well as I do. But yeah, I think if you guys haven't watched the Chelsea vlog, please go and watch it. But basically, the whole preface of that video is I don't care how we play. I don't care if it's a good performance. We just need points. Win gracefully, win ugly. I couldn't care less. We just need points. Because if we don't, then, boy, are we in some deep trouble here. And also, Brentford are probably looking at this game exactly the same way that we're looking at this game. Proper
no, absolutely.
Dodgy.
Absolutely. We've got our Brentford guest. We found the Brentford fan, guys. It's been, 3 years? I'm so happy.
Now it's just Fulham.
Now we've got to find Fulham. Yeah, definitely. I was on Stephen's channel earlier on. We have put the link in the title. So make sure you give that a click. Go give them a subscription, please. Stephen, welcome.
Cool.
How's it going?
Yeah, man. Cool. Yeah, thanks for coming on early, by the way, Rich.
No, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Stephen, meet JC. JC, Stephen.
How's
it up to you, JC? How you doing, man? All right.
Cool. Right. First question. We're going to go straight into it. Is Thomas Frank under pressure?
Yeah, well, you probably could say yeah. Probably for the first time he is, you know. I mean, when you look at it, he's been fairly good for like 2 or 3 seasons. He ain't had to deal with all this, you know, with the injuries, especially, you know. And so many, you know, you've got so many great players out, man. And what can we do? And now he's got to sort of deal with what we got with our squad, you know, because our squad is so thin, man. It is so thin, and you know, who do we pick from? We ain't got the big squads like these big clubs, you know, like the Arsenals and everything, and Man United, City, whatever, Spurs, Chelsea. You know, we ain't got that, so we have to sort of make do, man. You know, and you know, at the moment, it's not exactly working, but you know, we've got the players coming back. We've got Jensen and everything, Norgard's, they're all coming back at least, Onyeka. So, you know, maybe it might work for this game. We might get something out of it. You know, I'd like to get at least a point, as I told you earlier. I'd love a point. Could get 3. would be fantastic, but we'll take a point. So.
No, absolutely, and obviously, we've suffered quite a similar fate with our injuries. But I think for our fan base, we're not taking it as an excuse because our manager hasn't used the squad to its potential. Basically, is that similar to Thomas Frank, or has he actually been like, no, listen, even though we've got the injuries, I've got to use all the players available to me?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you got I'd say you got a bigger squad, haven't you, Palace? Did you say you got a bigger squad?
No, we've got players that we bought in for a lot of money, and basically Hodgson is almost refusing to play them. Probably because
Rich was
it's one of
saying
them.
that earlier.
Probably it's because one of those players where Hodgson didn't actually want him. But I think it's one of those things where a club the size of ours, or both of ours, if you buy a player for £20 million, he's got to play. And right now, he's just not playing. And it's just too much money to spend and just get absolutely nothing out of him. Not even letting him go on the pitch. If he goes on the pitch and he has a few stinkers, then yeah, I get it. But it's just the fact that he hasn't even been played at all. Is just that's what's frustrating most fans, because we've actually got players in the squad to fill in for the players that are injured. It's just that he will rather play other players in the positions. So, for example, this guy I'm talking about, he's a £20 million winger, or he can play in the 10, but we'd rather play Will Hughes there. And it's just a bit stupid.
Yeah, and not only that, when he has come on, he's played 46 minutes in total, I believe.
48 minutes, and he's only ever played in a losing game. He's never played when we're drawing, never played when we're winning.
But check out the game. Check the games he's come on. The games he's come on that. Newcastle away, Spurs at home,
and Chelsea away,
Man City away, and Chelsea away. And minus the game at home against Spurs, he's played well in all of those games.
Yeah. How old did you say was he young? Was he
19.
19. God, that is young, but if he's got the talent, he should be playing him, you know? Got quality. You've got to see what the player can do for 90 minutes, isn't you? Right from the start. If he's good enough, it doesn't matter how old he is, you know? So put him in from the start, you know?
No, absolutely. I mean, like, I'll be honest, like, ever since you lot have come up to the Prem, I think you've been a breath of fresh air. The way you play football, you've got a style of play.
Yeah.
You can change your formation if need be. And I don't think you've ever been afraid to attack a game of football, you know, and credit to Brentford. And that's why it's weird that obviously for both our clubs that we're really looking over our shoulder at the moment.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, we sort of batted above our weight for so long, you know, for 2 seasons at least. We sort of, you know, we've been holding it, with, you know, keeping it tight with these big teams and beating them at times. You know, the Cities twice. We beat City twice. You know, the champions. You know, we beat them twice. So that was last season. So, you know, but we've been holding our own. But at the moment, we sort of, you know, the decimation of the squad, the team, hasn't really helped. You know, we've had all our big players there. We've had them there. We've had, you know, the strength there. And, you know, the back two, at least, Pinnock and me. And, you know, the others, left back, right back. You know, we've had them there. And that's when we've been at our strongest. And at the moment, you know, we're weak there. That's our, you know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're pretty weak at the back. You know, that was one of our strengths, our back, you know, our defence. You know, that was a big strength. And especially when Raya was there as a keeper, he was, you know, he kept it together as well at the back. And, you know, with this new keeper, I'm not so sure. And, you know, it's not looking good. You know, that was sort of our spine there, our back four. And, you know, a lot of the time we were sort of defending in games and, you know, keeping teams out. But now, you know, we're looking soft. You know, it's like a soft centre to us at the back. And I hate seeing that. Whether you can exploit that this Saturday remains to be seen. But I hope not. But it's not looking good.
No, that's understandable. Jason, let's run through some comments, then we'll talk about Ray's comments recently.
Big up Kevin, stayed up to watch Wolf play Super Cup. Good luck, boys. My personal vow. I'm gonna smash this. Big up Tim. Middle of the night for you, Kevin. Big up you guys. Gotta get this one. I just don't see us winning this one tomorrow. Tim saying facts, JC. Vinasman saying I don't care how we win, just gain points. Big up
we're just
chairman.
gonna win no matter what.
Doctor saying Chelsea away got a few minutes. Also got the pace of anyone else, most pace of anyone else in the squad. Yeah, burning Kyle Walker twice in 5 minutes. I think that tells me enough that he's more than good enough to play.
Yeah, and even his cameo against Chelsea, like he plucked the ball out of the sky.
Outside of the boot as well.
Drove inside and had a shot off. Obviously, it got blocked. But the whole game, we had no one with, apart from Elise, that had intent to just drive. He's got to start playing games. He's got to start.
I think, controversially, I think that if we actually play him in his right position, I think Eze would have to buck up his ideas quite a bit because he's been off the pace a little bit.
Yeah, he's definitely not fit.
Jackie here saying even I sort of agree with the draw as for the players, but Mr. Hodgson needs to cut the cord and be more adventurous and challenging. His views on certain players with who will make a difference. Brentford know how to buy good Scandinavian players.
That's a good point, yeah.
I'm genuinely surprised I haven't tried to break the bank to buy Anderson from us, you know, because I thought that he'd be like the perfect and the centre.
It's funny because Steve was saying that's the one guy he wants from us. He said that earlier.
I said to Rich earlier, and I said, you know, we want Anderson. He's quality, you know.
Anderson for Tony. I think it's a fair trade if you ask me.
Yeah, Anderson for Tony. Straight swap.
You know?
Anderson for Tony, yeah?
Well, I don't know, mate. We need goals, so actually I'll probably keep Tony at the moment.
Finally, UK Pat says, big up Mr. B, the GOAT, and Rich T. Of course, if you saw from my lips yesterday, but yeah, it's time for Roy to go.
It is time for him to go. And do not speak of them, Roy, and as I do that, I'm just dropping Stephen's channel link in the chat as well. It's in the title as well, please. Guys, just make sure you just drop him a sub for us. There we go. Yeah, please drop him a sub. You know, great guy, great guy. And it's so and the only Brentford YouTuber at the moment. So let's
I am. I'm the only one.
Yeah. Only one at the moment. So let's keep getting the subs up. You know, right. So a few things Ray has said. Sam Johnston's not available. However, Edward, I believe it was yesterday, trained. So he's been doing a lot with the sports science team. I don't think he'll make it, but there's a possibility he can make the bench. But he did praise Mateta. And to be fair, Mateta's been playing well. I use going to the African Cup of Nations. I think this quote paid me right off, by the way. He's obviously mentioned that I use going to that going AFCON. And he's like, it's not like we need any players. We've got Schlapp who hasn't played, França who hasn't played, Ahamada who hasn't played. Who else did he mention?
França.
Yeah, França, Ahamada, Schlapp, Hughes who hasn't played. Because you ain't played them. It's because you are not playing them.
Well, all I'll say is, didn't he say the same thing? Didn't he say the same thing when he spoke about the lot of fixtures in a short space in the Christmas period? Didn't he say the exact same thing? And how many times have all those players played? I think I saw it on Twitter, a combined amount of 50 minutes across the whole of December for all 4 of those players listed. What is Hodgson doing? He's chatting bare shit. Just come on, man.
Honestly, it's a joke. It's a complete joke. What else did he mention? Ended the year on a high. I don't even care. I'm not even going to talk about that. Listen, we've been linked with Cooper, Lopetegui, and McKenna, I believe, are the 3 names that have come out recently. Obviously, Cooper's front runner because obviously there's no compensation regarding that. Lopetegui, as much as I want him, I don't think we'll get him because of money. It's the same reason he left Wolves. Unless we can just
again, Fonseca's not signing a deal, is he?
Fonseca's not. Yeah, he's not staying on that. Is it Lille?
Yeah, he's not staying.
And McKenna is that's like the ambitious aim, but that's obviously based on paying a compensation packet to Ipswich. Which one of the 4 would you want?
Oh man, I think if I could have one, I'd have Fonseca, but I don't think that's achievable because we just don't have the money for it. But you know what? If I'm going for one, and you haven't actually mentioned him yet, I'd go for Potter. Because I think that even though he has those Brighton links, I still think that what he's done with that Brighton team to set it up for De Zerbi to literally just come in, change 2 things, and they're flying now. I think for him to be able to make that team that he's made,
great question.
I think to make the team that he's made with almost 0 cash as well, I think that it would suit us perfectly. My only issue with him is that I think that because he's tasted a bit of Chelsea now, he thinks he's too good for his boots.
Yeah,
so in that case, I'd go for McKenna.
Yeah, Lopetegui would be my first choice only because I think it's out of the pack. It's probably not saying the most realistic, but outside of Cooper, it's probably the next best thing because I'm kind of resigning to the fact that it's going to be Cooper. I don't want it to be. But I'm resigning my fact to the fact that it's going to be the cheapest option.
Here's the question I ask you: would you rather Cooper or Southgate?
No, definitely Cooper. Definitely Cooper of the 2. But all right, this is the question that Tim's been battling with. Then get Cooper now, or get like one of our reasonable choices in the summer. That means Hodgson stays till summer.
Do we stay up? That's the question I'll ask you. If we don't stay up, make the change now, because even with Nuno coming in now, their team's still crap, but it's still the bounce. This bounce could actually keep them up.
Yeah, we've got to win tomorrow, and I'm not gonna lie, Parish has got to just get rid of Roy and use that 3-week break to find someone who can work with the players, make sure that the young players are getting minutes as well. And then we start fresh with Arsenal.
Yeah.
Not even if it means I don't want to sack off the FA Cup game, but even if it means like don't play the likes of Eze, who clearly isn't fully fit just yet. Maybe give that game to Edouard, who's just coming back from injury. Let's just tweak the team a bit, but just make sure those 3 weeks.
We'll just play Mola.
Yeah, the fact that Roy's been even saying that we've got 1 striker because you don't. I'm trying not to get mad. but yeah, Francis got to play. Ahamada's got to get more minutes, 100%. I tell you what, UK Pat, you've got competition for JC's biggest fan here, by the way. Anytime there's a Tim comment, it's agree, JC.
I guess I've got some good opinions then.
You definitely got some good opinions, mate, and stuff. Yeah, the number 1 fact, that might be the next battle. Pat versus Tim.
I think I'd have to be the referee for that one then.
Yeah, rumours Birmingham are after Cooper's. Yeah, but as soon as we say that we want it, he's going to stay in the Prem. He'll stay in the Prem.
Yeah.
Didn't they just get Rooney?
No,
Rooney's
they were 5th when Rooney took over. I think they're 19th now. It's been bad, you know. I just can't accept the fact that he's holding them back when they're the answer. Even Short's 100%. 100%. We need a gaffer who's not a wet wipe or a cat when talking transfer to the board. Yep. Yeah, that's the hard part, right? There are no firefighters. You're an idiot. There's no firefighters out there, not named Big Sam. Fans might understand to find for that. Yeah, I saw this really random one about Pardew as well. Like, get out.
Yeah, anyone talk about Pardew, yeah, you deserve to be sin bin from Twitter.
100%. Just get in the bin. JC, you're just spitting facts, fair enough. Tim, sit down and shout it. Joking, mate. I have love for your positivity. All right, players. I was wondering where that was going. I don't want Cooper, but if he's willing to make a sub before the 80th minute, I'll take it. Big up, Rob. And Pat 100% concede to you. Mate, laugh out loud. Right, let's do this combined 11.
All right, so on this channel, what we do is we do a thing called a combined 11. So we'll let you pick the team, and there has to be at least 3 players from each team. So, for example, you can't pick a full Brentford team. You need to have at least 3 Palace players in there. Only thing is, we'll go through this twice. The first time we go through it, you can only have players that are available for this game. So you can't have injured players, you can't have suspended players. And then the next time we go through it, everyone's fit, everyone's ready to go. So first of all, I'll ask you, what formation do you want?
Well, I suppose you have to have an attacking one, really, ain't you? Being at home. I'd say probably 4-4-3, probably. I would have said. You need an attacking one.
Is your name Todd Bowley by any chance? Because 4-4-3 is too many players.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what am I saying? Sorry about that. Well, what sort of one do you play? What sort of one would you play?
4-3-3 normally for us.
4-4-3. Yeah.
All right.
4-4-3.
Who do you want in goal?
Well, it wouldn't be our keeper because he's low as shit. Definitely be your one.
Dean Henderson. Left back.
Well, certainly one of yours again. Because we ain't got a left back at the moment, so not really.
Do you know how crazy this is? Because normally we automatically put Hickey and Henry as the fullbacks.
I would put Henry, yeah. But Henry's still out.
He's injured, isn't he?
And so's Hickey as well.
So that makes it
Mitchell. Who's your left back?
Tyreek Mitchell.
Right back.
Who do you want as the right back?
Well, definitely not one of ours. No way. He's absolute shite, man. Right, Water.
Are you sure? Because I genuinely won't feel comfortable putting one of our fullbacks in there. There's no way Joel Ward is better than whoever you've got. Oh no, or Natty Klein is better than whoever you've got to offer. Surely.
Well, you put him in then, but he ain't no good, mate. I tell you,
what's the name of your right back?
Rawsler, Mads Rawsler. But he ain't no good.
Who's your centre back?
Well, definitely Pinnock. I would put in. Pinnock's got to go in there because he's quality.
And
he would have gone there as well, but he's injured me, so wouldn't go in. Definitely Pinnock. But I'd have Anderson on the other side. Because Anderson's quality, isn't he? So.
Who's your midfield 3?
Well, definitely. Well, I think Jensen and Norgard are available, so I would definitely have put them in. But you talked about are they midfielders, Elise? No, they're strike attackers, aren't they? Elise and Eze.
Eze is a midfielder and Elise is a winger.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely have Elise in there because he's quality. Superb player. Yeah. So whether we put Jensen on there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say he's probably better than some of your other midfielders.
You want to put Eze in the midfield as well, yeah?
Oh, right, yeah. If you're not putting him up front.
And then who is your left winger?
Well, I think we've got Godos, I would say. He's sort of a left winger. Well, no, or Lewis Potter, sorry. Maybe Lewis Potter. I would say he's our left winger. And he's actually playing pretty well at the moment, Lewis Potter. Can't find him.
And then the striker.
Visser or Mope. But I'll say Visser's the better one.
Is Burmo injured?
Yeah. Otherwise, he would definitely be on there.
This is why I said it's a must-win game. No Tony, no Visa, no Jada Silva, no Hickey, no Rico Henry. Like, those players have given us problems in the past.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what, yeah? I don't say this often, but I genuinely think this is probably the worst combined 11 we've ever done.
Well, yeah.
Because we've both been killed by injuries.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
I think if we take it and we say no injuries, and you go Tony there.
Wait, just before that, sorry. Take Mope off and put Whistler in for starters. I cannot see Neil Mope in any of combined. There we go. So I just felt a bit better.
You won't say that if he scores against you tomorrow. You won't be saying that then, will you?
He better not. I'm sick and tired of it.
I'll put this guy because Whistler's injured as well.
What?
You got it.
I swear he is.
What, got it?
Oh no, he is. No, he's fine. He's fine.
He would have been like, because he loves scoring against us. So if this was with no injuries now.
If this was with no injuries now. Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't
Tony's not in this.
Well, would you probably have Tony Edward? Would you have Edward up front as well?
Nah. You know what I would actually do? I would keep Whistler up front.
Yeah.
I'd put and Boomo left.
Definitely having Boomo, yeah.
Who's better, Norgard or Decore?
I don't know, really. Well, to me, I'd say Norgard, but you'd probably say Decore, I would think. But
they're both good. They are both good.
We could that.
Yeah, maybe do that. Yeah. Yeah, Pinnock's got to go. I'm not gonna lie, because it's gonna be Hicko and Henry. To be fair, if we had Brentford's fullbacks, we would be cooking. You know.
The thing is, yeah, you would never get Hickey because they didn't want to sell him to Man City for like 30 million.
Yeah.
So you'd never get him. But I would say this: I would put Tony up front, but he's just not. He's not in this.
They literally banned him completely from everything.
Yeah. So yeah, that is a very nice team.
That is, and to think the likes of Edward, Lerma, Jensen.
I think it's a better team now. Yeah.
Onyeka.
Yeah, Onyeka's not made it. Ben Mee's been decent. He's not made it. So
yeah. I think Yannick was a good player as well.
Yeah, we've got some decent players, to be honest. But
yeah, that is a very nice combined 11, I have to say.
Indeed.
Much better than the fit version, but we move.
Just quickly, Stephen, how do you see the game going tomorrow?
Well, I hope we can get something out of it because we really need to. Because we're just dropping like a stone at the moment, so we've got to get something. But the way I think it's going to go, maybe I think you might still win it. But I hate to say that because I really think we need a result. But I've got a feeling you're going to win. And then we're going to go into the new season, the new year, without a win. And have to do something early next year and buy somebody or whatever. So, unfortunately, I think that's the way it's going to go, man.
How about you, How about you, JC?
I told you already. It's gonna be 1-1, and there's nothing we
I'll
can
take
do
that.
about
I'll
it.
take that all day.
Even though as I said, we need to win. I don't care how we win. We need to win, and I'm sure that Brentford are looking at this the same way as us. But I feel like all of their injuries are in goal scoring areas. We've sort of got injuries dotted around. So I feel like our injury list isn't as bad in that case, in that sense, but still Wissa just scores against us all the time. So I can still see him score. Norgard always has a great game against us. I think when looking at this, I think Onyeka's coming back in this game as well. So he's another bit of steel they can put in their midfield, which will keep them solid at the back. So remember, they're not easy to break down. They never are. I think Lewis Potter scored against us last season, and he was really good. So even though they've got injuries, their manager, unlike ours, isn't afraid to play the other players. And and if you think about it, this is their chance to step up and maybe cement themselves into the team. So if anything, they could actually be a bit harder to play against because we're not used to these kind of players. We're thinking, we're going to play against Mbeumo. We know what to do against him. But against Lewis Potter, you're thinking, oh, that's a bit different. That's how I think Sharda scored against us earlier this season, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Because
you just don't know how to play against him because he was brand new.
And this is my biggest fear against this Brentford side, because Thomas Frank will be like, all right, cool, you're 16 years old, you're in the starting lineup. Like, he doesn't, like, he's not afraid to do it, you know, and that's the attitude that Roy should have had. I think we would have definitely been further up the table if, remember, from the start of the season, we were crying out for Jez to be starting, and he didn't start him. Then Jez gets injured, we're thinking, all right, Francis is going to get his chance, now he doesn't give him a chance. Hamada should be coming on in the 10 and not having Will Hughes in the 10. And just all these mistakes that the management teams had. And you know what? That can go to Ray Lewington and Paddy McCarthy too. They can all go. Because they're all complicit. They're all complicit. So
also, I don't know how true it is, but I saw something that apparently we're looking to loan a Hamada out in January. And that would piss me off a lot, man. I can't lie to you.
To where?
I don't know. They're looking at their options to see who wants him.
Oh my days.
Let me find it for you. We're looking to loan Jez and Hamada. Why?
We've killed a year of Jez.
We've killed Jez and we've killed Hamada. That's our problem. We kill these young players. Never sign for us if you're a young player, genuinely.
Dude, that is so dumb. We've got a thin squad already. How have we got the nerve to want to be loaning players out? It's stupid. Honestly, if they do go, I'm gonna be pissed off. Honestly, this club, they deserve the championship if that's the case. Absolute joke. Sorry, I'm just a bit annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Let's bring up the predictions from last week. So, here's last week's. I've had 2 back weeks where I've just got 4 points. Like that's poor from me, to be fair. JC got the most amongst the Eagle Eye football team for this week, which puts the scores. Oh, just so you know, Steve, because Stephen, you sent me your predictions, so thank you for that.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
The green is the correct scoreline for the prediction. Cool. So that's 3 points. Orange is correct result, so that's 1 point. And obviously, if there's no colour there, you've got it wrong. So as it stands amongst the Eagle Eye football team, I'm still top, but I think Nicky's closed the gap down by 2 points. It is very tight for third, by the way. Very, very tight for third. That could go either way, including those involved in the community. Doug is now right on my hill. And Doug's last 2 results have been brilliant. So I thought I'd really step it up if we want to keep the lead. Someone needs to remind Coltrane to keep going because I think OTC is completely forgotten. This is where you get involved, Stephen. So as it stands, Jace is still top with 10 points and 2 correct scores. And at the bottom is Dan Turfmore, who has got 3 points. Now, if you finish bottom, Stephen, you do a forfeit.
Yeah.
So you just need to beat 3 points.
Well, I would hope I could, but
yeah, this is it.
Don't know.
So yeah.
Also, I see Tim that says that he thinks that I've fluffed one, but I just put the evidence in the chat. So if he wants to go read that, then be my guest.
Boy. Northampton Eagle, big up you saying here, to be fair, it's better for them to go on loan. At least they'll get game time. Okay, I do see that point, but it contradicts everything Roy's saying. He's saying that our squad's thin, and then he's sending more players out.
Yeah, it don't make any sense to me. But
you know, unless we're going to be bringing in a winger, a midfielder, a striker, and a fullback, then I guess okay, fair enough. But either way, make substitutions before the 70th, 80th minute, please, Roy. That's what's killing us. You know?
Yeah, we're being
Stephen,
spoiled
score
with early
prediction.
subs.
What's your score prediction for tomorrow?
Oh, well, as I say, I think you're going to win it. But I mean, from my point of view, I'd love us to get at least a draw. So I'm going to say 1-1.
Jesse, you've said 1-1, didn't you?
It's 1-1, man. if it's not 1-1, yeah. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do something, but I'm saying it's always gonna be 1-1. It's either gonna be 1-1 or 0-0, and that's a guarantee.
We'll be more happier with it than you.
Death, taxes, and drawing against Brentford. Those are the 3 things that always happen in life.
Yeah. I'm going 2-1 Palace. I think this is the time we break the duck, and that's only because
That could happen, you know.
Because of Brentford's injuries, not because of us, not because we're going to do anything fancy. I think we might capitalize on a few mistakes on Brentford's end.
If I was totally confident, I'd say we could go there and get a win. But we definitely, I'm not confident at all.
Mm.
The way we are.
If Brentford had a full strength squad,
yeah,
I would actually say that we'd lose the game.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be the difference between the two.
It'll still be 1-1.
Correction, I wish you fluffed it, JC. Lonan Hamada would be so poor. I agree. No, Roy needs to be proactive, not reactive. Yeah, and the thing is, he's not even reactive quick. He reacts bare late. Chelsea, double substitution, 60th minute. That's all right. I'll bring on my sub in the 80th. Like,
you know, the thing that annoys me about Hamada, yeah, is that he had the second most assists in the Bundesliga before we nabbed him.
Yeah.
Playing as an 8, not even as a 10.
His pre-season was what we were looking at, like, yo, in the 10? Okay. Nothing. He's been given scraps. Hado saying if it's not 1-1, it's 0-0. Sean saying we're losing 2-0. I mean, that means that Roy's gone anyway. Brentford can't score and Palace can't keep a clean sheet. 1-1. I mean, you've just contradicted yourself by saying that.
We can't score, but we get 1 goal. Yeah.
Has to be an edge winner, late goal to get a 2-1.
Well,
it's our late goal for Brentford because we only concede late goals.
Yeah, we concede late goals as well, by the way. So
it's going to be 0-0 until 90 minutes, and the game will still finish 1-1.
Yeah. Probably.
Maybe maybe the goal you score is a known goal from us. Maybe.
Yeah, he's getting the OG. Yeah.
No, 100%. Before we wrap up, Stephen, I wanted you to not only obviously promote your channel, and I'll put your link back up, but also talk about the charity link for prostate cancer as well. And please, WhatsApp me that, and I'll put it in our future descriptions as well.
Yeah, cool. And can you put your one in as well, man? Was it the Make-A-Wish? Was it that one?
Yeah, I can send that on to you.
Yeah, cheers, man. Because I'll put that on mine as well. And
Wicked.
do all that. Mr. B for Life 182. At Mr. B Hiver Football Chat. Obviously, I've got a lot of content on there. Done loads of videos. I've been doing it from at least 6 months or so, over 6 months now. So it's been going a long time, and I'm still on 83 subs. So I'm looking to get to 100. Would be great. Before Christmas or afterwards. Not Christmas, New Year. So we've had Christmas. It's just gone in a flash. Anyway, if we can do that and keep subbing and liking to my channel. And cheers again, Rich and JC. Thanks for having me on. That's brilliant. Thank you. And obviously got my debate show coming out tomorrow. So please look out for that, my Football Weekend debate show. And obviously review for this game, which will probably be Sunday, I guess. So, anyway, cheers, guys. And whatever, hopefully we can win. Hopefully, if not, I'm not bothered. Palace win. As long as it's a good game,
Yeah. And prostate cancer one as well.
I'm sorry, yeah, prostate cancer. Obviously got do that generally in my show on the live chat. I do the prostate cancer link, so if you can check that out on there, or just go online anywhere and check out the prostate cancer org. It is prostate cancer org, and you just go on there, press the link, and you've got make sure you test yourself. There's thousands and millions of men die every year with prostate cancer. My dad has got it, so it's not good, but it's under control. It's under control and it hasn't spread. But you have to make sure you get it early, otherwise, you don't know what could happen. So, please do donate to that. Obviously, Richard put it in there at some stage. So, thank you, everyone, and thanks again. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Obviously, like it's definitely a serious cause. Obviously, prostate cancer, something not to be taken lightly. I myself should get tested. It's getting to that age, you know what I mean. And health is wealth. I know I look young, but boy, 40's around the corner. You know what I mean? So,
don't matter what age, you get yourself tested. It's important. Yeah,
100%. For future live streams and in the comment sections, I want to just make sure I get the link off you, Stephen, and we could just put that there.
Yeah, man,
for this time going forward. So yeah. Is that it? I think that's it, Jason.
That's it.
Yeah. Obviously, we're at the game tomorrow, so there'll be fan cams. Potentially, I've said this to Stephen. Depending on how we're both feeling Sunday, since it's New Year's Eve, and then maybe family gatherings and stuff. We'll do a match reaction. What do you call it? What else is coming up? We have set up the Eagle Eye Extra now, so rap battles and gaming stuff and anything not on Palace related that we end up doing, that's going to move on to Eagle Eye Extra. So drop a subscribe for that. And I think that's it. Yeah. Listen, if we don't see you beforehand, have a prosperous new year. Stay safe. Spend time with loved ones. Think about those who don't have anyone with them.
Yeah.
And listen, just believe that 2024 is going to be a great year, man. There's so much talent out there, so much potential. Just go achieve bigger and better things. I think that's it from me. JC?
That's it for me, man. If we don't see you, Happy New Year, innit?
No, 100%.
Safe and Happy New
Year. Best bits will be out soon too. Don't worry about that before the new year. Anyway, as always, up the Palace.
Eagles.